Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one too, and all in between. This is for the absolute positive, good God and truth to you, only crossing bigger and better. If you've seen anything I posted on YouTube or anything that I might have commented on, or any of my Google posts, you will know I am absolutely a man who likes to take a negative and turn it into a positive. That is the good God and truth of the reality check of the here and now man of all I am. And as I was explaining in a couple other videos, all creation of existence, think of it this way, is a spectrum, right? And this spectrum goes from right to left, okay? And in this spectrum, on the right side is the positive, and on the left side is the negative, right? And we know that everything positive is the good God and truth of you, right? It's the miracle of life of you, the energy of life of you, and the bigger and better of all negativity. And we know everything on the left side is just left-handedly, faithfully deranged, static, twisted, scattered, undefined matter, the hell of all negativity. Now, since I'm the good God and truth of the type man I am, right, I absolutely positively, right, want you to take the negative, right, end of this spectrum and rightfully, truthfully turn it clockwise. Now, as you can see, not only did we create a big plus sign, but we also created a cross. And at the top of the cross is the paradise, God, heaven of you. It's the absolute bigger and better of all positive energy than all negativity in your life. It's the absolute good God and truth of the forever of you. And at the bottom, the below, is the negative deficiency of all things positive and good, the infinite hell of all things, right? Not good and lasting, right? The bigger and better of the neutral and nothing. Because if you're not crossing all you are of negativity back one more positive to be good as truth, whenever you feel all, no matter where you're at in that spectrum, you are only negatively deficient of one absolutely positively good as truth. The bigger and better of the neutral of nothing, just negatively deficient. And if one too long, one to the here and now, static, twisted, scattered, blind, and undefined with faith, not knowing what to do with the negativity of you, the blind side of you, right? Not knowing to cross it back one more positive that will only add you up good forever as truth, bigger and better than all negativity at 360 degrees. It will be the eventual one negative nothing of you, just negative matter of you crisscrossing out of existence, right? To one neutral nothing, just negative energy, infinitely, always neutrally nothing of the here and now of it. One more positive to be good as truth. The bigger, better of its shape, form, and mass of reality check. Only cross all negativity again. One more positive, only adding up the good God and truth, the heavenly enlightenment of the miracle of life of you, the energy of life of you, good as truth of your shape, form, and mass to the here and now. The state of one more positive, again from the inside out, is the only light, joy, warmth, good God or truth, Holy Spirit for everlasting peace, all will ever know or be. It's the state that all in body and matter is stated good to the truth of their shape, form, and mass, only crossing bigger and better than all negativity. The smallest speck of one positive is bigger and better than all negativity, because it exists despite here and now, only adding up the bigger and better of it. No, in reality check, no matter what you think about past, present, or future, right? All only states to the here and now of you. Absolutely one more positive, good as the truth of how you feel about the here and now of your reality check, or just negatively deficient of one absolutely positively good as the truth of God of your here and now of reality check. The bigger and better of the neutral of nothing. In the beginning, as stated by the mythology, Pistis Sophia was an atom that crisscrossed female with negativity. And when she did, right, through her perverse polarity, right, she crisscrossed all the positive energy of her negative through the neutrons, which created all of creation of existence negatively deficient and perverse to the here and now reality check of Adam and Eve. And that's why Adam didn't know to cross Eve back only one more positive to be good as truth, bigger and better than all negativity. And as a reality check, we have been suffering an incarnate of the devil of him, a Shiva shaft on all reality check through the faith of Eve. Listen to me. All faith is negatively deficient of crossing all its followers one more positive to be good as truth, and none teaches all, only cross negative deficient and can cross back one more positive to be good. So as truth, no faith is good as truth. And in the beginning, the neutral God of nothing, right, which is Lord Shiva, right, he was a negatively deficient Godhead of the Hindu Godhead in the first faith of religion in the world. And Eve was a product of that unevolved way through the reality check of the blind side of Adam, not knowing to only cross her back one positive to be good. And as a reality check, whenever you cross negative with negativity, it causes the neutrons inside of you to become slightly radioactive from the inside out of you. And as you produce one negative matter or birth one negative matter after another, it is the deficiency of all you are from the inside out to one neutral nothing. So says the state of affairs of the world today, and why we die out negative to one neutral nothing at all ages from the inside out at 360 degrees. Listen to me. If you have a mind to wrap around the fact that you feel negative and you have not went splat, only preset to cross yourself one more positive to add up good as truth, bigger and better than all negativity. When you feel all, repeat as needed until all is just the neutral of nothing, only negatively deficient of the here and now of you crossing Christ like one bigger and better than all negativity. As stated at the crucifixion by the good God and truth of Jesus Christ of all I am, the thieving Holy Spirit, God, King, Adam, man, first evolved, the triple male of all I am. You have to steal your life back from all faithful, foolish negativity that leaves you blindsided to one neutral nothing, just negatively deficient of you here and now, hanging out in reality check. All faith is a static, twisted, scattered, blind, undefined lie. And if any of it was good as truth, that's all we would ever be. But once you know to cross all you are, one more positive, when you feel all negativity, that will only add you up good as truth, the absolute bigger and better of all negativity. What do you need faith for? Faith is a constructed lie created by inferior godheads through Adam and Eve to control us with blind slavery. They are snakes and bushwhackers, and their descendants are in control of the world today. Listen to me. And every time you cross negative with negativity, you incarnate the devil of you, and through that energy of the devil of you, you create one negative matter after another, radioactively a Shiva shaft through the neutrons of you from the inside out of reality, killing yourself by example to all you love to one neutral nothing, just negatively deficient of the here and now of you, not one absolutely positively applied here and now, bigger and better than all negativity, the outer darkness of you. Only cross one more positive. The state of one more positive from the inside out is the substance, durability, and solidness. It is the value and volume of all you see, hear, taste, touch, smell, say, and do. Of the buildings, trees, you, me, everybody, of everything. Creation applied one to the here and now existence of all God, truth, reality checking is the absolute bigger and better than all negativity. God, truth, reality check. Only submit rightfully, truthfully to the full thief man, God, King, Adam, man first evolved the triple male of all I am. Allah of all for everlasting peace I am. The example and life of Jesus Christ. One who never dies negative to one nothing. One who only set the example that never dies. One who would never die for the sins of this world, but is the absolute bigger and better of all sin and the hallucinations of it to all mankind. The absolute bigger, better of the thieving Holy Spirit, God, King. Adam, man first evolved the triple male of all God, truth, reality check, King of all, I am. Listen to me. Only steal your life back from all faithful negativity. Your body has four major muscle groups: arms, legs, chest, and stomach. Whenever you feel any deficiencies naturally in these areas, only cross and add up with tension to those muscle groups until they burn, until you feel the bigger and better of a blow in that area. Repeat as needed. You cannot suffer up out of existence, shrivel up out of reality with decay and disintegration to the here and now of your shape, form, and mass, only crossing bigger and better through your four major muscle groups, and everything else is directly affected in between: your circulatory, your heart, your lungs, to the bigger and better of it as a secondary effect. Listen to me. We have been killing ourselves out with blind suicide faithfully. If you are the leadership of this world and you see this, only cross all you are of policy, law, regulation of state or government, one more positive from the inside out to make all you are of constituents good at 360 degrees, the bigger and better of a bonded out molecule of you in reality check. Then take that molecule of you and only bond out one more positive, right? Good as truth to the bigger and better of other molecules of you, other constituents of you that might be able to relatively grow you in reality check. Only bigger and better, and absorb all things negatively deficient of mankind out of reality that way, because all else is just selling us out negatively deficient with wars, jails, prisons as victims and crooks, right? Instead of only crossing all we are, one positive to be good with homes and a way to sustain, and only getting along over all else. And if a fool acts too negatively deficient, you send them there home, but you don't create more negativity for that fool, right, to have to come back one more positive and be good as truth of enslaving and caging them antichrist-like, more beastly than manly to the here and now of the reality check of your legislation of law or government. Because if you do, you will absolutely positively die of those animalistic ways that you are enforcing and creating to the here and now of your reality check. No matter how long it takes, you will not. And you can believe without a faithful doubt, make it for that. And I don't care if you're the paper pusher of the whole spot or the judge following out the sentences. It is blind faith that has us stating that way. All else would only cross all they are, one more positive, with brotherly love to be good as truth. We know to be one more positive is the good truth of everything, only crossing bigger and better than all negativity And at 360 degrees, you need to apply to the people that you are in leadership that way and reality check. Because if you don't, you are absolutely killing you and all you love, right? And all that's following you in an antichrist to one neutral nothing, just negatively deficient of all being here and now, positive and good as truth. And along the way, you will see the static, twisted, scattered, undefined hell of it. Embody a matter of this life until you're one nothing of it, just negatively deficient, just like your ways of only being one more positive and good, only letting that be the absolute value of all reality check of the here and now of you. And that's a fact check. That's God. That's truth. That's a reality check. Peace.